Look who's here. Hey. Is this vlog about you? I think so. Anyways, hello. It's Wednesday, the 31st of May at 10:07. I have the cuddliest cat in the world, and I'm almost about to head out to the gym. It's a gym day, yay! But I would like to talk about a few things. And I figured while I'm having, in Scully, I'm having my protein drink. Yeah, I need to down this before I go because I'm very tired still. So I figured, let's talk a little bit. Yesterday I uploaded the first week of going to the gym, or starting my gym journey. I uploaded that yesterday. Like, I thought I was gonna film a month and then upload it, like I said in the video. I look so big from this angle, but then I'm like remembering, like, I am big. I edited the week's worth of vlog and it turned out to be 40 minutes. I wanted it to be a long vlog in general, like I was thinking like an hour or something. I just thought I would have footage for an hour throughout the month. Because again, I didn't think I'd vlog so much. But obviously, I should have remembered that in the beginning, there's a lot of changes to your body, your mental health, and you going through a lot, like ups and downs. And I figured I'd document that, obviously. And so, yeah, I don't know, I just didn't think it would take 40 minutes for just 1 week. So for now, I guess, I don't know if this also is going to be just a week's worth of content, but we'll see, I guess. Something I forgot to mention, I guess this is a separate thing anyways. Last time I went to the gym, when I had that mental breakdown thing, I said that I was sitting on a bench and talking to my mom about how much I miss my dad. Well, that kind of leads into the topic that I want to discuss right now. It's support. That even if you feel like you're the most worthless person that is walking on this earth, somehow even you can inspire others. And I had that realization when my mom said what she said to me. She wanted to end it on a obviously positive note, which we always do, like no matter what we do, you know, all about respect, right? She has, she's like 60 something. So she has a lot of body aches and whatever. She also has, I forgot what it's called, but it's like, she basically has to move or else she becomes too stiff, and especially her hips in general. So she has an exercising bike that she uses. It works better for her other joints, and it's highly recommended with that condition. She's been doing that, you know, to keep things moving, keep things not to stiffen up too much and hurt. And she said that, oh, by the way, I just want to say that you inspired me to pick that up more. Like, she did a longer session than what she usually does. She says that was because of me, that she felt so inspired. And after she said that, everything else kind of hit me in a wave. Like this week or this past week, I got a few comments like that, actually. Like, I got comments from my sister and, you know, my best friend, obviously, and my friend. But it all kind of like flooded in. Like, you know how you sometimes need to be told a couple of times before something actually like kind of sifts through your brain and be like, oh, okay, maybe there's something to that. It's not just one person saying it, two people saying it, you know what I mean? It was one of those moments. It made me think, like, I didn't think that in a million years I would actually understand that I could inspire someone else. And so I've been thinking about that since that phone call. See, I wake up in the morning and I feel dead. Obviously, my body is still in recovery every time I go or do something. I walk funny right now because everything hurts. Or like, it doesn't hurt, but it's sore that it doesn't know. It's like my body don't remember how to walk. So I kind of like walk like I've been bodybuilding for like 30 years, like super wide and like, it's hard to explain. But I do that initially, and then like once I get going, obviously when I warm up, I walk normally. But like if I walk around home, like if I sit by the computer and then I go to take a piss, it's like I like walk like the stiffest figure. It's funny. But when I wake up in the morning nowadays, I am so, like, I have PCOS, so waking up is still something that makes me tired. I have to have a nap after I wake up because, like most people, we don't sleep when we sleep. It's like we have to have a nap after that. Alongside of that, it's been even heavier on me. Like, I'm even more tired, which all makes sense. I'm doing a lot of physical work. But whenever I do wake up in the morning and I feel like a truck has hit me and I can't keep my eyes open or whatever, I feel like, I'm like, oh, but I should get up and I should do this, I should do that. And I feel like a failure. And then I'm like, okay, so you didn't go to the gym at 5 a.m. this morning. Like right now, like I mentioned, it's like not even close. And I wanted to go this morning, or like I was planning on doing that, but it didn't happen. But I thought that, hey man, the day is young. I shouldn't put that pressure on me right now. But I was like, yeah, no, I'll just, you know what? I know that eventually I'll wake up to the point where it doesn't feel, I'm going to wake up to a point where I can actually keep my eyes open. Like, I know that is going to happen. And I just have to accept that I need to let my body do what it needs to do. So I did that this morning. Yeah, I don't feel bad about it. Honestly, it is what it is. I got super sidetracked. Inspiration. What I meant to say with all that side rant was that even when I feel so shitty, you know, when I wake up or a day after I worked out or something, like whatever, that I still get that my efforts for myself actually drives other people as well. That blew my mind. Because not only could I do that while also working on myself, I mean, we can all sit and wish that we would have known better. Something that is going to take a long time for me to get over is the fact that I couldn't realize this when my dad was here. Even though I know he's with me and he's super stoked and he's like super excited that I'm doing this for me, it is a different thing to have it physically. That physical feedback. But like I mentioned in the previous vlog, that if anyone inspires me, it's him, and it's always been him. If there's a Valhalla, he died in battle, a lifelong battle, and a semi-recent battle. He deserves a spot by that table. That fighting force is now within me. I mentioned the merge. And so I have him with me whenever I do succeed. Even when I fail, he's with me. He is my biggest inspiration. I know that he knows. I also said that I wanted to find out what he saw in me that I couldn't. He would still reassure me that he wouldn't have it any other way. I was allowed to be me. I didn't mean to cry. This wasn't part of why I'm gonna go to the gym and I was gonna be like pumped and amped about it, but I guess the inspiration really got me. I wanted to find what he found the day he saw me. That what made me so special in his eyes. I'm starting to realize what I've done to myself, all the sacrifices I made in order to make other people find the right direction in their lives and ease their pain a little bit while I was carrying on with mine and theirs for a time. But now I'm starting to see that I can do both. Starting to see that taking care of me isn't selfish because I'm still me. I still care. Helping people is what I do. Helping animals is what I do. I always thought that when you felt this sense of gratification from like, I don't feel good, then I'm helping somebody. It's always been, I am happy, but I'm happy from their perspective, if that makes sense. Because I thought the day I help somebody and feel, oh, I feel good about myself for doing that for that person would be the day that I'm not genuine. That has led me to, well, this. I look like this. I deal with a lot of trauma. Not only, I just always want the best for everyone else, but I never took the time for myself, ever. A compliment flew over my head. I feel like whenever I did get a compliment, it was only because they were trying to be nice. Because I know how disgusting people can be. People always have an agenda. People always want something. I'm not saying I'm the purest fucking being on this planet. I am not. But it was just one of those things, right? Where it's so silly when you think about it. Because when you hear it now, us adults watching this, we're like, oh, of course it's not selfish to feel that. I was basically just a tool to help other people. That's who I was. For whoever came across me, right? And I mean, that obviously led to abuse in a lot of different ways, in relationships, outside of relationships. To sit here now with, obviously all the knowledge that you've gained for like 31 years, it's easier to sit here and be like, well, that shouldn't feel so bad. You helped another person and you helped yourself. What makes you less deserving than the person you're helping? And again, wish my dad were here to see that. Or, sorry, I wish my dad was here so I could talk to him and like have that physical feedback with him. Because it was me and him against the world. It was always like that. I mean, I knew it was going to be emotional, but like, again, this isn't just working out, people. This is a journey. This is me dealing with my mental stuff too. I mean, like I said, I started this because I mainly wanted to work mentally, not necessarily physically. But yeah, with the gym, it's a dual thing. You can't just work on your body and expect to be healed or cured. Like, no, you need to deep dive into yourself as you're doing this. This is, that's why they have it as an option of like, why do you even want to do this? Because it's related. It gives you a different perspective on things, or at least enough energy to tackle it. For me, it's like more of an energy to tackle it. I've always been a very perspective person, right? Like, that's what I do. Like, I mean, like I said, I knew it was going to be deep, and like, this is a journey. Like, this is officially the journey of Plunkie. And things are going to come up that I might want to vent about or something like this. But to see how people are so animated about my journey and how that inspires them is, again, something I did not think I would ever experience in a million years. So I'm starting to realize that the better I start to feel, the more I'm going to grieve. Because I'm going to grieve 30 years of my life. Even if I've had closure for a long time. I'm not one to hold grudges. I'm the one to just be like, yep, that happened, and then you move on. Because there's always new information coming your way. Life keeps happening. Tomorrow, I'm going to meet with my best friend. They have like one of the grocery stores are having like a celebratory, we expanded kind of a thing. So they have like, they're going to have like sales on like candy and like actual cakes and whatever. I was like, dude, I'm going to get candy and I'm going to get a cake. Do I like candy? Nah. Do I like cake? Not really. I want to do it. That sounds weird, but I want to do it. So I'll buy like a kilo of candy and a fucking cake. I don't know. So I'm going to do that. We'll see if I'll actually do it though, but we'll go there. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Oh, so I guess I already started my workout. My mental workout. Ain't that right, Scully? Yes. That was lame. I'm gonna stop, okay? I'm gonna finish this so I can actually get going. It's like super late now. But okay, but thank you. And I'll see you in the next clip. Bye. I finally got the gym to myself. It was like half a second before someone entered. But this is kind of what it looks like. It's very small. Again, it's like just a corner gym, if you will. But they got the essentials, and that's good enough for me. I love this little place, so yay, that's what it looks like. And I also thought I would include a little bit of a clip of me working out with my thighs. I was super sweaty, and this is my favorite machine, and I was just like, yay. Look at me go! Good morning. I look like a mess. I am a mess. I'm getting ready. Not sure if I'm gonna go to the gym, but I am getting ready for it. I've not been feeling that great. I was supposed to go yesterday, but I didn't because like the dip hit me really hard. It's a roller coaster of emotions with life, and again, being chronically depressed and whatever. I have my ups and downs. If you're on my Discord, you know, we talk about updates all the time, kind of more in real time. So I'm not gonna like go into all of that because that would be repeating. But I'm basically, I don't even know how this happened. But I mean, that's what happens when you're chronically depressed. You have no fucking idea, right? You know it's bad when, I'm gonna show you something. So I started this tracker to obviously, you know, keep track of what I've done, or at least basically an active calendar. And so I started it when I got my gym. Basically note down what I did, right? So I was like, yeah, you know, this is it. I'm gonna start doing that to, you know, it's motivating, right, to see what I've done. Also, the red things are actually going to the gym. The rest is just a struggle. No, but I'm doing like other things like walking and stuff like that, right? So we're in June now, right? And I didn't even write about yesterday, which was Friday. So I'm just like basically not feeling the greatest, right? So I felt so bad that I couldn't even write that I was feeling bad. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's not great. 9 a.m. and I'm thinking of at least, you know, packing my gym bag, making myself presentable. I'm going to put some eye makeup on. I'm having a protein breakfast. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water just to kind of prep myself. Maybe it'll make me feel better and whatever. Because I think also what's like kind of keeping me is like, I know I might not be able to, because I don't feel well. It obviously correlates with your body and like how you move and whatever. I know that I won't be doing my hour passes or my 40 minutes passes. I don't think I can, at least. I mean, that'd be nice. But like, I'm also thinking like, even if you feel like shit, you go in and you do 15 minutes. Isn't that better than nothing? I'm trying to put that idea into my brain right now. When you're this big, anything works, right? So it's about getting the blood flowing right and all that stuff. So I will, I guess, update you all if I went or not. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those again. We're gonna sit down and talk kind of clip with this little girl. So I have a ponytail. Don't get used to it. I'm not used to it. I look stupid in a ponytail, so we're not gonna comment on it. But it's hot. Give me a second. I need to dye my hair really bad. I'm like semi-cleaning as well. I also want to try this. It was like 100 krona or something. I needed a new fixing spray anyways, or setting spray. It has amethyst, my stone, amethyst crystals with some form of acid, and God knows my face needs acid. This already smells good, and I haven't even opened it. Oh, I didn't need a lot. Nice. It is currently Thursday the 15th, 12:44 p.m. I don't even know where to start. I don't know if this is a good shot. It's not a good shot, but it is what it is. Also, you can see how big I am also. Cool. Love that for me. Excuse me. Okay. I have not vlogged for a long time. I just got home, so I haven't vlogged. And the thing about this is this was meant to be like a journey thing, right? So we have to be open. We have to be honest. What has happened? What is happening? Stuff like that, right? I've not been great. As everyone expects, everything goes up and down, right? And especially when you're chronically depressed, shit hits you hard. I don't know if it's only been a week, but I remember last week was rough, like really rough. I went once, I think, to the gym because the rest of the time I was just heavily depressed. I knew it was gonna happen, and I didn't feel like picking up the camera either to vlog that, obviously, because all you focus on is existing and like trying not to jump off a bridge. That's been fun. My friend made a good point of like, this is part of the journey, is that it's not going to just be, oh, I did great at the gym or whatever. Like it's going to be ups and downs, and I should definitely document that. And that was part of that was part of the plan. When I started this, that was part of it. But the thing is, when you don't want to do anything when you get to that bottom, right? So I didn't, but I'm here to kind of do a little quick recap. What's gonna happen or not happen. I don't know. Maybe I should sit further back. My boobs look huge. They are, but whatever. You don't mind though. You're just being cute. I have been so bad. Like, I've been so bad, so down, so everything, like, not good, right? Now I have, like, I'm not better. In fact, I had a major panic attack the other day. I couldn't stop. It just kind of, you know, once the cork is open, it's welling all over, right? So I was spending an hour having a panic attack until I felt so exhausted, but you know, we still can't stop. And so I reached out to my friend and he was like, yep, good. And I'm like, can we just do a dodo or something? Because like I needed to just focus on something else, but I can't do that on my own. I tried, but it didn't work. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to reach out to people. That was scary, but I did. It helped. Initially, it was really hard, but once we got into the game and like started focusing on it, it was a little bit better. Later that day, I still went to the gym. Big mistake. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to do it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do something, right? But as soon as I started walking, it was like I'd never walked before. It's like my back was reset to being super bad, where it's like I can barely walk without like, basically everything from my lower back and down was just stiff, and like moving was so difficult that it got my breathing going, which is again not a good thing in that sense for me. So I almost had an asthma attack before I hit the gym. So I was sitting outside. I was like, well, before I go in, I'll try and catch my breath to the best of my ability. But sometimes once it starts, it's like you can't help it. But I was sitting there and I could feel every particle that was in the air was in my lungs, and I felt it, and I was about to cough a lot, and I felt all the slime building, and I was like, okay, I know this is bad. How am I gonna even get home? But I went inside after calming down, and I did 15 minutes of that arm thing. I need to find out what it's called. So anyways, yeah, it destroys me. But I'm like, okay, I'll do arms since I couldn't walk, right? And I knew my legs were like out of business. So I was like, oh, I'll just do arms then. So I did that for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I still got my daily steps in somehow, but I guess pulling my weight, you know, back and forth and obviously moving around in the gym and stuff like that was enough. But also the funny thing is like, this watch is like, it counted my panic attack as a workout, and I we've all seen the meme, but it's actually true. It went like, good job, keep it up, thanks. Chronically depressed, and my watch is like, hell yeah. And so that was a thing that happened. I thought it was hilarious. But with panic attacks, it's kind of all over your body. So I did strain my entire body, and I understand that's why my legs and my lower back was like, I'm not gonna handle this anymore. We've had enough today. But I was like, no, let's go. But yeah, it was fine. It was enough. I did something, and it made me feel better that I did something. So I was like, well, yeah, I'll probably be fine today. And today I decided to hang out with my best friend. And so I was like, oh, I'll do leg day. Because, we'll be walking around. And then when I get to the gym before heading home to do more steps or whatever, more leg stuff. As I left the apartment, I had this huge fucking strain from my lower back to my left side. And so walking was like, ha! You wanted to do leg day. Well, you shouldn't have walked to the gym when I was in so much pain, bitch. And so that's basically what happened. I still got my steps in. In fact, I'm 1,500 over what I want my dailies to be. But I knew that was going to happen anyways. But yeah, so a lot of pain today, like a lot in my body, like everything hurts. So that's kind of like a short rundown of like what has happened and what hasn't happened. Been really hard to motivate myself, obviously, to go when you're depressed. You don't want to do anything. And every day that went, I felt really bad because I was thinking about the gym at least. I was like, oh, I really want to go. I really want to go, and like stuff like that. And like knowing that even if I physically couldn't, the thought of like having that activity was still so important to me. Like, and again, I didn't expect this to be a smooth ride. I mean, obviously not. Look at me. I have a lot to deal with. I know that. Exercising is so much more in the brain than you think, and therefore having mental illnesses to begin with, and then adding this as the outlet or starting to process whatever, you will go down a very dark road if you have a lot. Because I knew that, I'm not as bummed about last week as I probably would have been if I wasn't prepared. Yeah, there's been so much where I've just gone through this already in my head, knowing that this is coming, it's happening, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not okay with it, but I knew it was happening, so you're kind of half okay with it, right? Because instead of being discouraged, when I went to the gym, I thought, okay, well, now I'm probably have to start from day one because it's been like a week since I was here. Like you think you lose or whatever. Turns out like I didn't lose anything. In fact, I gained. I gained as in like I'm stronger. It goes so fast. You don't think so, but it does. And it's so fun. But knowing that in between these cycles, I seem to be having a sense of like, yeah, I'm enjoying this. Like, it does make me feel good about myself, even if it's hard to explain, but it's nice to just take a few minutes out of your day and like, whether it's like 30 to an hour of like, depending on how into it you are that day, just going. I put on some good music. You don't necessarily wear yourself out, but you just kind of get going. This is my journey, and it's going to take some time. But generally, I feel good. I'm still not back to doing abs because, again, my back is still killing me. And when it comes to back injuries, you really want to wait. Like, I know I pushed myself too hard that one time. And but now I know I won't do that again, right? It's tough, man. But you do what you gotta do. But I'm definitely heading in the direction which is better. I'm just gonna relax tomorrow. I just went on a little rant about my screening tomorrow for my brain, and I decided not to leave it in because it got too morbid, and we don't want to listen to that. So, yeah. I just wanted to leave in some footage of a mini cruise on my way home from my MRI. It went all right, and I will probably hear from my doctor soon enough to see if my little popcorn has grown or not. I don't think it has, but we'll see. But everything went fine. And I think I'm gonna just end the vlog here with this clip here. It's been a ride. It took a while, but we're here. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy this beautiful building in Stockholm. And I'll see you all next time.